Okay, so this is my 2019 Ford F-150. It's got the 3.3 V6 in it, four-wheel drive. This is my work truck. It's probably got 1,000 pounds worth of tools and stuff in the back of it all the time. And we're gonna haul off this old car. I'm ready for all the hate comments and stuff because nobody wants to buy them, so they're going to the junker. But the trailer weighs about 2,500 pounds. So we're about to figure out how much the car actually weighs once we get to the yard. So we'll see how it pulls. I've had this truck probably, I got it in October. So I've put about 6,000 miles on it. I drive it every day. The thing actually gets wonderful gas mileage. I don't know if you can see there. It's getting 23 miles to the gallon just riding around in it. But we'll see. I think this car probably weighs about 2,000 pounds. We don't have real far to go, but there's a lot of hills. I've hauled a car or two with it already, and it does fine. Just thought I'd make a video on how it does. These little V6s do real good. I've got a one-ton Ford van that I probably should be pulling this stuff with, but the emergency brake's not working. So we're gonna pull it with this. Does fine so far. Check back in a minute when we get out on the highway. 50 miles an hour, just fine. Here comes a pretty good little hill. It'll downshift a time or two, but it really amazed at how good this thing actually pulls. I've had 7.3s and 1 tons and a lot of 5.4s, and I would say this motor right here outdoes that 5.4 by a ton, like pulling wise. I think they got about the same horsepower and torque than the 5.4s, but get way better gas mileage and run a lot better. I mean, we're cruising at 51 miles an hour on this little back road, and it doesn't even know it's back there. We got a real big hill right before we get to the scrapyard. That's kind of the test. I usually keep it at first gear to go up it because it's so long and steep. So we'll see how it does. And of course, my luck, the door that I've been trying to get open for 2 days flies open. Ugh. Good grief. Alright, this one can't open. That's good. Tighten that up. There we go. Alright, back on the road. So, get both ways. Here we go. Yeah, I've been trying to get that door open for a day or two, and it's been stuck. And now it decides to fly open going down the road. Almost there, though. This thing rides down the road just fine. We're around 54 miles an hour. No trouble at all. I don't go too fast because I don't want this crap flying off of this thing. When I get up here to turn off the highway, I'm gonna put it in first gear because this hill's pretty steep. We gotta go up that way. And last time it wanted to shift too late, so I'm just gonna go slow and shift it manually. First gear. Yeah, we're going up that. It's a pretty steep hill. We'll just go pretty slow. Keep it around 3,000 RPMs. Just pull. And unlike my 5.4s and most Ford motors, you can't hear the valves chattering, even with cheap gas. But pulls it just fine. It's got the trans temperature and everything else when it's getting hot. There we go. There's second gear. Like it wasn't nothing. Alright, I'm gonna see how much this thing weighs and I'll let you guys know. Got the car unloaded. That thing weighed 2,257 pounds. So altogether, a little less than 5,000 pounds. Pulled with a 2019 F-150 with the V6.